All right. Good evening, guys. Good evening. There we go. Now we're live. Took me a couple times to get it done right, but we are finally live. Let's go ahead and push out our notifications like we do every time, and then we will get right into the market. Let's see. Twitter pushed out. Discord has been pushed out. Facebook has been pushed out. Awesome. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Take off the screen. Oh, wait. There we are. Awesome. Hi, guys. All right, let's go ahead and dive right into it. When you do show up in the chat, make sure to give me a holler. Let me know who's here. Let's see. Get YouTube comments up so I can see everyone as they're coming on. And then we will get started, guys. What's going on? Is it still not live? I'm pretty sure we are. I think we're live right now. Yeah, it's showing so. YouTube's not giving me. There it is. All right, awesome. There we are. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and dive right in. If you guys were paying attention yesterday, we I called the bot like I said I would. There we are. All right, cool. Want to make sure everyone knows that I did call the bottom. Absolutely, 100%, no doubt about it. So went really well yesterday. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what's going to happen from here. We have a lot of developments, a lot of things that happen. This will be a pretty short stream, I believe. It is mine and my wife's anniversary today. So she is currently at work. She'll be back soon. Once she shows up, I am off, guys. Like, no kidding. I don't want to be here streaming on our anniversary once she gets home from work, right? I do not want to try to deal with the wrath of her if that happens. So, well, let's go ahead and dive right in. State 48 Overland, how are you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, dude. All right, so let's talk about why we were able to call the bottom first off and what were some signs we were looking for and basically how did it play out. So the reason why we were able to call this bottom is because, oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Julia. My wife's a good girl, man. I like her a lot. So we're pretty cool, you know what I mean? So the first thing we're going to talk about right here is we have this Fibonacci retracement, okay? The 0.618, the golden ratio. And you guys can see if you zoom in really close, we came in here and tapped the golden ratio. That's awesome, guys. This is always a really good opportunity. So anytime you get an opportunity to buy at a Fibonacci retracement, especially at the 0.618 golden pocket region, you just got to take it, guys. You at least got to throw a little bit in there just to see what happens. Now, also, I like this 4-hour breaker. This 4-hour breaker, as you can see, provided a lot of support. I also had these two liquidity levels tapped out. So these are two swing lows that I wanted to see swept. Now, during our stream last night, we had this one swept, and then we were coming back up here and just hanging around. I still expected us to come down here and sweep this bottom one. It just was too juicy of liquidity to just pass up. And as you guys see, we did come down here, sweep it, hit our 4-hour breaker, and then bounce up. Now, the other reason why I like this level was because we have this trend line established, and not just a trend line. If you look at this one right here, we have these two highs, we have these two, or we have this high and this high, and we have this low and this low, and they are converging into a central area. So this is called a falling wedge, and falling wedges, as we probably know, are bullish patterns. So it is a bullish pattern. So that's awesome, right? So I love seeing things like this. Also, if you go to the weekly chart, the 50 moving average on the weekly was right in our buy zone. So we had a ton of reasons as to why this was going to be the spot that we get our bounce. And if you go back to the live stream yesterday, start digging around, you will see that we absolutely called it live on stream, and it did play out exactly the way that I was hoping it would. Don't forget, guys, technical analysis does work, okay? Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise, because they are straight up wrong. There's a damn good reason why we caught the bottom here, and it worked out really, really well. So on the low time frame, let's look at this real quick. We have this chart is Binance US. I'm going to get off this chart because Binance US is not only a crappy exchange, they're also not that big of an exchange. You have Coinbase and you also have Binance. I'm going to go ahead and use the Binance chart just because it fits my bias better. That's the only reason why. We had a drop, and on these drops you do see high volume, and that keeps telling us that we're going to continue going down. However, after this happened, we established a low, right? You guys see that. Now, what happened next is that we were not able to sweep that low, and then we did come down here and sweep this low. Once we swept this low, that was our last candle. This is our last opportunity for all those bids to get swept. Like I was telling you guys, sweeping of lows is always a really, really good opportunity to try to put some bids there. So once we swept that low, went below it, sure enough, the whales absolutely picked up on this. They had all that liquidity, fill all their bags, and they pumped this sucker right to the upside. And on the very low time frame, you guys can see this was a violent movement upwards. And I was actually watching this at work because I had to get to work really, really early in the morning. And I watched this sucker just pop to the upside, and I was like, yes! All my friends were like, what's going on? What's going on? I was like, guys, Bitcoin, yes! Right? Because I was watching this whole thing while I was there, hoping that my bias would be right. And it is, although all of our indicators told us this was going to happen, it's still such an incredibly awesome feeling when it does play out the way you hope it does. And it did, guys, and I'm really, really happy about it. It worked out really well. So as you guys can see, we had a high volume increase, and that's the important thing. We had a high volume increase. It's the first amount of bullish volume we've had in a long time. What was this candle? Curious now. Oh, yeah, that was that candle. But in general, we don't get much bullish volume ever right now. So whenever I saw this, when I saw this just breaking to the upside, when I saw it flagging out, I was like, oh, thank God we finally have some bullish movement. And it's going really, really well right now, guys. It really is. So what's going to happen from here? Well, even then, after we came up here, we came up, developed another flag. The flag broke up to the upside again, another falling wedge. And now we're consolidating before hopefully our next movement up. However, there is a major, major resistance level that we are pressing up against right now, and I don't really think we're going to bust through that quickly. I really don't. So I do have this level annotated as a major resistance. And why is this resistance so major? Well, looks like we're above it, right? However, if you go back here, if I can find it. Oh, this was it. All right, cool. So right here, 41,000 and the 36,000. These are our two major levels in this range. You connect those two levels together, and you see we have rejected off of that level. So, and it was a beautiful, absolutely beautiful rejection. So, obviously we have a major level. We have rejected so far. So are we done? No, I don't think we are. Honestly, I don't, guys. I think we absolutely have more upside now. We're doing really, really well, and I'm super, super excited on how things are looking. Overall, I'm really, really happy. Yeah, I think that, like I've told you guys multiple times, right? Our bullish bias is still in play, and nothing has changed yet. So this right here isn't much yet, but this is the start, I believe, of a much larger movement. I think this is the start of the massive impulse to the upside. And there's a few reasons why I'm thinking about that. And I've mentioned before on here several times, but one of my biases right here is because we have, is this the right one? No, there it is. Okay, so we have this 3-strike pattern, or what is it called? Maybe it is 3-strike. You have a low established, a sweep of the low, a retest of the low, and then continuation upward. that right there is a really good sign. I do like seeing this. So test or a creation of a low, sweep of the low, retest of the low, continuation up. So this looks really, really healthy. The range has been established. We have definitely been around the bottom side of the range, but this entire upper side has not been visited very much. So my hope is that now this gives us the momentum between these three candles right here, these three, the low establishment, the sweep of the low, and the retest of that prior low. Hopefully this gives us some momentum to really push this thing to the upside. Now, something else that happened last night, I forgot to mention it, is that we had this falling wedge established, okay, this falling wedge. And this falling wedge right here, I found this while on stream last night. And I was like, hold on a second, this is a wedge. And it was probably like right around here whenever I noticed it. I was like, wait a second, this looks like a wedge. And so we actually watched it go all the way up here. And we sort of busted the upside and we rejected, right? And I was like, oh, okay, maybe not. So maybe we have some more time to go. And I told you guys that I don't want to see it fall below here. And obviously we did fall below there. However, the cool part about this is whenever we shot back through here, this 5-minute candle just obliterated this trend line. Okay, this should have acted as a major resistance level, but we just obliterated it. And then the very next candle actually busted through the very top side of this. And we got a pretty decent retest on the lower time frame. I'm okay with that retest. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. So actually, let me fix this real quick. I actually have a feeling. No, this is actually about as good as it's going to get. So there we go. We have a retest, and then we popped the upside. This was our falling wedge, another another pennant, another bull flag, another falling wedge, whatever you want to call it. Pop the upside. Now we're consolidating. All right. So overall, I'm really, really happy about the way this has played out so far. I think that this falling wedge as a whole also should give us a lot of strength to push us to the upside. Now, there's a lot of other really, really great reasons as to why I also think we're going to keep going up. For one, is our bullish divergences all over the place here, guys. We have daily divergences just stacking up. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on this because I've talked about this many, many times. So we have a ton of bullish divergences just sitting in here waiting to pop up, right? And these are on daily levels, so that means they have a lot of strength in them. We also have our funding rates, which I will go ahead and pull that up again. Funding rates, it's the neobutane one. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to do that. Wait, that's not right. There it is. Okay, my bad. I don't know what I just did, but I don't like it. Let's get rid of that. Okay, cool. So we have these funding rates. This is a perpetually negative funding rate, and it's been that way for a while. Well, perpetually negative funding rates are usually buying opportunities, and I've explained this in great detail in previous videos, so I'm not going to do it here. But the point is that whenever funding is negative, that means that the shorts are actually paying the longs to stay open. That gives incentive for people to open up long positions. That gives incentive for short squeezes. That just gives incentive for the market to go up. And that's what I think is about to happen due to the falling wedge, due to the negative funding rates, due to the sweep, the low being created, the sweep, and the low being tested again. All these reasons look really, really, really good. So negative funding all over the place. I'm really, really happy about that. So let's go ahead and get rid of that again. And then my other reason why I'm super bullish on this is because of the Wyckoff schematic number 1. Wyckoff accumulation schematic number 1. I think this one is the one I was going to look for. This works. Okay, if you go over here, let's go ahead and zoom in real quick. You guys can see we have a low being formed, a spring, or a spring, this means a sweep, a retest, then another higher low. Okay, spring, retest, higher low. Spring, retest, higher low. Let's go in here. Let's check it out real quick. So I see a spring because it goes below this low, right? We have a spring, we have a retest, and now we have a solid higher low. Guys, this looks complete. Phase C looks complete, which means now we're over to phase D. And phase D is a massive acceleration back to the top side of the range in which we should flag and then accelerate to the upside in phase E, okay? Like, this looks gorgeous, guys. This looks absolutely gorgeous. So, overall, I'm really, really happy about the whole way this whole thing is playing out. It's playing out essentially the way that I was been expecting. So nothing is really that surprising so far. I would love for us to get above this level. I don't know if we're going to yet. However, if we do get above this level, I think it's game on. Okay? I think it is game on once we get above this level. This is like the last final boss before I believe we're going to have some massive upside. This is the final boss. Because after this, all of our trend lines, all that stuff are broken. All the major ones at least. We have this one right here, which I don't even think would be that significant. Let's expand this out to the left. Yeah, I don't even think it'd be that significant. Honestly, I don't. Yep, I really don't. So, like, that's it, guys. I think that this is basically it at this point. And then once we bust above here, I think we're just going to accelerate to the upside very rapidly. And it's just going to be GG for the Bears. I think the Bears are going to get absolutely wrecked. Honestly, I do believe that. So, do I like this? I think I like this better. Let's go ahead and annotate this. 1 to 2. Yep, that's my falling wedge right now. So I like this a lot, guys. I really do. So I think the Bears are absolutely in a really, really bad spot. So as I've told you guys, this is the final boss. And so because this is the final boss, the Bears are stacking up, okay? The shorts are stacking up, hoping to push down the price, okay? Like we have a ton of shorts open right now, an absolute ton of shorts. Look at all this. They've just been stacking up since 7 July. However, most of these shorts now are in a loss right now. They're underwater. So they're either looking to push the price down further or they're basically in a really, really bad spot. And if we push it even further, they're just going to get liquidated. So, yeah, there we go. I really, really like it. So another thing I want to talk about is DXY. Now you're like, wait a second, why do I care about DXY? This is stupid because it's not even a crypto coin. You're right, it's not. However, what it is, it's a this is the dollar currency index. So essentially, this is the strength of the dollar, the U.S. dollar, compared to the rest of the market. I'm going to show you guys something. It's going to really blow your mind. Let's go ahead and go to Bitcoin. This is going to be DXY. Let's go to the higher time frame. Let's say the weekly level, okay? Weekly level. Can I match this? Is this just going to yell at me? Let's see. May, March. I don't know how to use this one very well. I really don't. You know what? That's good enough. I think I'm okay with this. So basically what I'm looking for is I'm going to show you guys essentially that when Bitcoin goes up, this chart goes down and vice versa. So, and that's the basic gist of what I'm trying to get to here. So as you guys can see, when the price, let's see, May. There we go, just like this. So whenever the price is going high, this price is going low. When this price is dropping, or when this is dropping, this price is rising. When this is dropping, this is rising. You guys see this? So they basically are acting inversely of each other, and they have been doing so for quite a while. Let's go ahead and go all the way back to 2018. There we go. You guys can see they're basically entire opposites of each other, right? And so whenever DXY is dropping and showing weakness, that's actually good for Bitcoin, okay? It's good for Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Bitcoin chart, and we're going to go to DXY only, in which case, there we are. Let's go ahead and look at DXY and see how we're doing. And remember, we want this chart to look bad. We want this to be a bad looking chart. That's what we're really, really hoping to see. And there's a lot of weaknesses on this chart. So for starters, if you go to the 4 hour, there's a very clear bearish divergence on this chart. You guys can see higher high, higher high, higher high, right? Now over here, you have low, lower high, lower high. See that? Okay, so we have a higher high in price, lower high in RSI. That means that we are losing strength on DXY. Now, if you go to the daily chart, you can see something else. You have a very, very clear trend line established. From here all the way to our current price action, you can see how well it's interacting. Now, there can be a damn good argument made that this is an inverse head and shoulders, okay? However, until the inverse head and shoulders breaks out, you really can't consider this an inverse head and shoulders, okay? So instead, the neckline is where you should expect massive resistance. And as of right now, we have received that resistance because we did break into it. And yeah, as you guys can tell, we have rejected pretty handily. Also, you extend this trend line out, and you guys can see how we bearishly retested it, broke up, and now we're breaking back down to the downside. So this chart dropping and showing a lot of weakness, which I believe is a lot of weakness, is actually beneficial to the crypto market. We want to see this drop because it has an inverse effect on the market. So DXY looks like crap, and because it does, that's good for our bias. That means that Bitcoin should be doing well right now. Oh man, Bitcoin, what are you doing? Are you breaking out of our area? Don't be playing games right now. I don't have time for your bullshit right now. Okay. Oh, it's the log chart. Take off the log chart. And we are, oh, not there yet, but we're trying, guys. Look at this. We're trying to get a retest of this major trend line. And guys, we bust above this trend line, like, that's it. Like, I don't really think we have that much of a resistance left if we do. So, all right. I'm going to watch this a little bit. Let's go to the questions. How is EOS doing? Well, let's look at it real quick, brother. EOS. All right. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all, actually. Three-day, daily. There it is. All right. So for starters, this is our daily breaker. Okay. So this daily breaker, we had a really, really nasty drop. However, we had a really nice recovery as well. So our recovery looks damn good, and we actually might close inside of our breaker, which would be really, really bullish. Now, I have annotated this sweep, and I really want to see this sweep reclaim. So I would love to see it close above this level, above this blue line, and preferably above the purple. I think the purple is probably a little bit, I'm not going to say out of the question, but a little bit greedy at this point. So I would say inside the purple would be great. Above this blue would be even greater. And above the purple would be super, super bullish. Okay, that's what I want to see on the US dollar pairing or US tether pairing. Let's go ahead and zoom in real quick. So it looks like it's a pretty decent trend line we have established. Let's see how we're looking. No. Actually, yeah. I'm going to say yeah. This actually looks like a pretty decent trend line, actually. Yeah. This actually is a pretty good trend line we've established here. It's not great, but I like this. So this is actually a pretty decent show of strength. You guys see how this trend line was established on the log chart. Took off the log chart. Still looks legit, actually. So yeah, like this trend line's been established. We have broken up. We do have bullish market structure now. And the reason why we have bullish market structure is in order to have bullish market structure, you need a high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You see that? So on here, we do have bullish market structure, okay? So this looks overall pretty good. We do have bullish market structure. This looks good. It looks some sort of impulsive, and this looks like some sort of a corrective structure. So I do like the way this is looking so far. And we do have this very, very obvious resistance right here that I really want to see it get it back above. Let's go back to the BTC pairing, see how EOS is looking there. Not great. Yeah, not great. Doesn't look horrible, but doesn't look great either. So I think that yeah, I think overall, I think EOS is struggling. That's pretty safe to say. Yeah. EOS is definitely struggling, guys. Like, there's no doubt about it. However, and this is the main thing, right? So, let's go to the log trend line. This log trend line is still here, okay? It's still not that far away. We're still broken out from this falling wedge, and more importantly, Bitcoin looks bullish, okay? And as long as Bitcoin looks bullish, our alts will follow. They might not follow as quickly, but they're still going to follow. So if you're already in an EOS position, I would not be concerned because basically it's all eyes on Bitcoin right now to see what happens. So, and yeah, I don't think that Bitcoin is going to break through this immediately. I think we're going to have some sort of a retracement. Maybe come back down and retest this breaker, maybe what we have. But I don't really think we're going to pop right up to the upside immediately. So, yeah. I think that makes sense to me. Any other coins you guys want to look at? Let's look at XRP. UOS. Ooh, hold the phone. Ah, I broke above. Damn it. I should have caught that. UOS did bust up. With so much lower BTC market liquidity, BTC will go hunting for more. Yeah, man, I agree. Like, the liquidity on the downside has been tapped for the most part. There's really not much more to go. Yeah, I think overall, man, like, there's so many reasons for Bitcoin to pump right now. I would not be bearish at this point. I can't imagine being bearish right now. It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. Let's see, what do we have here? Let's see if I can make any trend lines make sense. Nope. Let's go to this one maybe. Potentially. This isn't that bad actually. You know what? That's not that bad. Raven US Tether, that actually is a pretty decent trend line, and that's on the log chart. Yeah, this looks pretty good actually. It looks like we actually did bust above that trend line. Maybe that's the reason why we came down here, retested, and reclaimed it. You know what? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Man, I'm telling you, Raven, I think Raven is ready to pop, guys. I really do. So furthermore, if you look at this, go to the weekly chart. No, 3-day. This 3-day level has put in some freaking work. Okay, you guys see this? How it just came down here, crashed it again, and now we're starting to expand to the upside, which is what I've been looking for because this chart is a falling wedge. It's pretty obvious a falling wedge, and we're just now starting to pop the upside. Now it flagged out and just like sort of like slowly went to the upside. But I think now that we bust out of this massive falling wedge, I think we're going to have some more power and really accelerate us to the upside. Yeah, it's really hard for me not to like throw a ton of money into Raven right now. I think there's a lot of potential here. Oof, 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 oof. No. Yeah, if you're in UOS, I think it's a 3-day. Yeah, it's a 3-day. This is the time to be taking profits right here. Yeah, this I'll be taking profits right here. Because this massive, massive 3-day is what's holding us down right now. However, we bust above here, it's going to absolutely explode. Interesting. Sol, how are we looking? Looking decent. We're looking decent right now. I don't know why. There? Yeah, this is why. There it is. This makes sense. So it looks like this right here is what accelerates. This right there is what accelerated us to the upside. I think this makes the most sense. I don't like how we have this massive price action between it, but I think this makes the most sense as to why we bounce from here. So this level is still acting as a major support level. XLM is starting to pop to the upside. But why? I don't know why. I don't know why this level. I'm trying to understand why XLM is so bullish right now. I don't understand why. Let's look at the US dollar pairing. Is this why? Ooh. Looks like it might be a Raven sort of situation to where basically we've been waiting until we finally bust up. I don't know, maybe. No? I don't know. Not really sure. AMP. Let's look at that real quick. I think I have some up here. Yeah, I think you've asked about it before. Well, bro, I don't know when I made this. Well, I'm assuming I know exactly when I made it. 5 July. Well, this was my path I drew. Is it safe to say it followed my path pretty well? Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense to me. I think it followed the path pretty well. So if it came down here and tested this part, based upon my my arrow, what direction do you think it's going to go now? Yep. All right, cool. Good talk. AMP. Telling you, brother, this shit works. Technical analysis does work, man. That's pretty funny, though, how it follows it almost exactly. That's hilarious. It came down in here, tested this breaker, and now we're closing back above it. Absolutely gorgeous. AMP. Now, based upon the way AMP Tether looked, I don't think we're going to get our major retest down in here. Unless Bitcoin just explodes. If Bitcoin explodes, we might absolutely get a drop down here and continue on. Okay, that's very possible, actually. So if Bitcoin does, remember this is a Bitcoin pairing, right? So if Bitcoin just accelerates the upside, we very well may get a wick down here and then continue to the upside. Okay, that's very possible. So if anything, this actually helps further my bias that Bitcoin's about to just dominate. How's algo looking? I love this chart. I love this chart. I really do. I really, really like algo. Yeah, I love this coin. I love this. Well, I don't like the coin necessarily, but I love the chart. I think this chart looks very clean and very sexy. So, all right, that's that. Let's go look in the algo chart. On here. Ooh, ooh, oh my gosh. Yes, 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 yes. Look at that interaction. Just gorgeous, guys. Absolutely beautiful. I love this interaction. Yeah, even on this one, it's gorgeous. So on the so this is the regular the regular scale. If you go to the log scale, you can see how it also tapped on here. So this trend line is extremely important. And yeah, this looks really, really good. I like it a lot. How's Bitcoin doing? We're still doing pretty well on Bitcoin, guys. We might get another retest this level. I really don't think we're going to bust through here. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set myself an alert. It's going to be 33.3. 33,300. Oh, I'm going to move up here. There you go. I like that. So 33,420. 33,420. If we get above 33,420, I think Bitcoin is on a roll and it's going to absolutely explode. That's my alert. This is my moon alert. Ready and just going to sit there until we finally get above this level. So yeah. I do think we're going to have a retracement. Honestly, I do, guys. Let's look at a good retracement level. I'm going to assume this is the local top. So if it is the local top, let's go ahead and do a Fibonacci retracement and see where we're going to be dropping to. Well, based upon the Fibonacci retracement levels. Oh, wait, this is the log chart. So actually throw this sucker down here to 33, about here. There you go. Much better. So on the log chart, or on the regular chart, not the log, we're looking at around 32.5. Yeah, 32,500. Let's go ahead and check out the hourly. A little bit of, there's not that much resistance here. 5 minute, I really don't want to use a 5 minute, but technically we could. I think 32.5 is like the spot I really want to see. What, 24 to 5? Oh, no. That's out of, no, are you talking about for Bitcoin? On where the retracement's going to be? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, are you saying that you think it's going to retrace down at 24.25? Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. Yeah, I think that we're going to get a retracement. Hopefully the golden pocket region, that'd be really nice. We already have had a 0.5 retracement with this dump. So that may be the retracement. I don't necessarily think it will be. I think it needs to go a little lower, but it's possible. So probably just a sweep of this low. Sweep of this low, dump in this golden pocket region, and continue back up. That's what I want to see. Yes, I want to see something like this. Yep, that's what I want to see. Okay, I'm telling you right now, man, I really don't think it's going to drop below. There's too many bullish signs that are telling me it's not, okay? I don't think that I really don't foresee us, or I don't even have a bearish case right now without it going to absolute hell. I think this was too big of a show of strength. I think that this bounce is the absolute perfect spot. I'm not going to say it can't because that's not a fair assessment, but I do not believe that we are going to drop below 32,000. I don't think we might tap 31 again, but I just really don't see it. Yeah, it's going to just absolutely explode. If we get above here, it's going to absolutely explode, man. Yeah, I think it will. Yeah, if you go back to my my 8 reasons why I'm bullish on Bitcoin deal, if you look at that video and from our current state, if we drop down any further than this, a lot of my biases are no longer valid, which means that then I would have to be bearish on a longer time frame. Yeah, and I actually heard, I was watching I think Calio was mentioning it earlier. Yeah, Calio mentioned it earlier, if I remember correctly. Yeah, if 29 doesn't hold, I have a hard time seeing a new high anytime soon. Yes, I agree with this entirely. I think this is 100% accurate that if 29 does not hold, we're going to have a lot of problems getting back above our previous range. I don't see it happening. So 29 has got to hold. This low has to be our low. If we get below here, and at this point get below here, I think that my entire bias is screwed. Honestly, I do believe that. So if it does drop below here, the 30,000 region, like I am going to have to basically take a break from crypto, reassess, get my life together, and then come back and try again. Okay, like it's that big of a deal at this point. So, yeah, because the thing is, it's like it would invalidate my Wyckoff accumulation schematic. It would invalidate my bullish divergences in the daily. It would invalidate my falling wedge pattern we have right here. That's actually playing out pretty damn well. It would invalidate negative funding would still probably be a thing. I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, those two things alone are a big reason as to why I'm still bullish right now. So, let's see. What else? Anything else popping off? Ethereum? How are we looking on Ethereum? Ooh. What level is it? A 4-hour? It is a 4-hour. That's a really good reclaim. So this 4-hour held us in the way up. We reclaimed this level. We reclaimed this level. And we rejected at this sweep. You guys see this? We swept this level and then now I've rejected. So like this is some really, really nice price action. These 4 hours are working together really, really well. I like this a lot. ENJ, how are we looking on ENJ? Let's go to this chart. Has better price history. Ooh, okay. All right. I see you, ENJ. Okay, I see what we're doing here. I might be adding position on ENJ. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys yet, but I'm actually selling my rental home just to use those funds for crypto. I'm no shit that bullish. So I'm looking for life-changing money at this point. So I've already made a lot of crypto, but I want like retirement money for this next run up. And I think it's actually pretty damn possible if I play this right, which hope I do. 15-minute. I think Raven has a lot of possibility right now. I think ENJ looks really good right now. Those two, look at this flag. Like, this is absolutely gorgeous. This flag is just absolutely perfect. Very beautiful flag up. Very good consolidation. Lowering of volume. This is a beautiful break of this trend line. Or support the trend line, right? It came back down and busted the upside. Very happy with this. Where are we at? 43 minutes. Okay, not bad. So yeah. What do you guys want? Like any other coins you want to look at? I'm gonna look at XRP actually. I know y'all have coins you're probably interested in, but I have my own. So let's go ahead and dive in here. And like I've told you guys before, like I do these live streams, no kidding, just to go through and try to find my own place. What do I want to adjust my portfolio into? So I go through my rationale, I go through my reasonings as to why I'm looking for certain things. I try to explore a little bit, see what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. That actually makes sense. Wait, does it? Turn off the log. A little bit. I don't see anything really that sticks out. This daily level is still there. Still holding us up. Pretty happy about it. I would love to see it get back up here a little bit higher by the end of the day. I'm not sure if it's going to do it, though. That'd be really, really nice. It's not impossible. Let's go to the XRP US dollar pairing. We're still holding this weekly level. just barely, but we're holding it, which is great. Let's go to the monthly level. The monthly has this entire block, so that's good. Let's get rid of that. Yep. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, no kidding, man. It's still holding up, man. I'm really impressed. Bitcoin should not be holding up this well at this point. Like, this is a really, this is a pretty strong rejection. And if we are going to reject, it should be like right in here. Make that very clear. Let's go to the hourly. Have any hourly levels? Actually, we close the hourly in 19 minutes. If we close above this level, if we close above this level, I actually might be bullish and assume we're going to keep going to the upside. So in 18 minutes, if we close above this level, we might have enough strength to keep popping up. It's possible. I don't know yet. We'll see. Yeah, I like it. ETC is actually giving us some strength right now. ETC is a really, really dangerous coin, guys. I'm telling you, like, it has a lot of power just chilling, waiting to explode. Okay, no. Yeah, this chart, like, you can see how. Oh, wow. All the way from the top side? Oh, shit. This does look good, actually. Ooh. It's trying, man. And if it busts above here, this will have a lot of momentum. God, ETC looks gorgeous right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wish I had that house sold now. That'd be great. I would love to be throwing money in these coins right now. All over the place, everywhere. No. AAVE has this major, major resistance level, and we are coming back into it right now. I don't expect us to break right through it, but you know what? It's always possible. Bitcoin's still holding this level pretty well. I think it's going to drop. We haven't dropped yet. How's comp doing? Ooh, I see why. Yep, there it is. There she is. There she is. Oh my God! Look, okay, and this is what I'm expecting from ETC as well, right? Get above that level, and we're gonna have some sort of explosive movement out of there. I don't know anything about the news, man. Don't even care. I'll tell you right now, don't even care, man. I'm all about technicals only. Show me strength in the market with the chart, and then I will pay attention. But until you get me strength in the market with a chart, I'm not interested. Just not, man. If I miss a movement, all right, that's fine. Oh, my wife just got home. I'm going to go ahead and get off, guys. She just got home, and I'm not going to be live streaming during our anniversary. So I'm going to let you guys go. You guys know what I'm looking for. Get above here. It'll be a very, very, very amazing anniversary day for me. However, come down here, sweep this low, hit the golden pocket, then push to the upside. That's my expectation. So do not, oh, shoot. Do not drop below, like here. Do not drop below there. That'd be really, really bad. I don't want to see that at all. And especially don't drop below there. That'd be extremely bad. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. It was fun, like always. I hope you guys learned some. I hope you guys know what the market's doing and all that good stuff. And I will see y'all in the next video.